Sir, good evening.
Good evening.
Am I audible?
Yes, of course.
As usual, we or do we need to start now itself? Because already 49 participants are there.
Yeah, we can start, Jitin.
Okay, sir. A very good one, a good, a very good evening to one and all present here. Hope everyone had a lovely day. As we all know, most businesses rely on bright ideas, whether it's developing new products, having a great brand, or creating eye catching designs. Your ideas are your passport to business success. But how do one protect their ideas from being exploited by others? That's where intellectual property or intellectual property rights comes in. We all presently live in an environment where creativity and innovation can flourish well and the rights of people are safeguarded. In order to have a clear knowledge and to get answers to these questions on IPR, IEEE EdSoc Kerala Chapter presents a session on Guide to Intellectual Property Rights, Think It and Own It. So, to have an auspicious beginning to our session, I would like to invite Mr. M. Anil, Industrial Relations Chair, IEEE EdSoc Kerala Chapter, for the welcome address. Over to you, sir.
Good evening. Respected Speaker of the Day, Dr. S M Anzar, Executive Committee members of EdSoc, and all dear attendees of this evening webinar session. A hearty welcome to one and all, and I may use this opportunity to introduce the speaker to the participants. Dr. S M Ansar, our speaker of the evening, is an outstanding academician and researcher in the field of electronics and communication engineering, currently working as assistant professor in TKM College of Engineering, Kollam. He obtained his PhD degree in the year 2014 from NIT Kozhikode, and since then he has been actively involved in teaching, research, and innovation. Dr. Ansar was the student branch counselor of MES College of Engineering, Kuttipuram, and the Kerala section bestowed him with Outstanding Student Branch Counselor Award in 2015 and the third best Outstanding Student Branch Counselor Award by the IEEE India Council. Dr. Ansar is a PhD thesis advisor of APJ Abdul Kalam Kerala Technical University in the areas of artificial intelligence and machine learning, technology enhanced learning, biometrics, and medical signal and image processing. Dr. Ansar had authored several research papers in the reputed international journals and conferences and has also served as reviewer for various peer-reviewed journals. At TKM College of Engineering, Dr. Ansar serves as faculty coordinator of the Intellectual Property Rights Cell, the IEEE Signal Processing Society Student Branch Chapter, and the TKM College of Engineering Idea Lab. Further, he is a member of Academic Council and Industry Institution Interaction Cell at TKM College of Engineering. Also, he serves as the Curriculum Committee Coordinator of the Electronics and Communication Engineering Department. As regards membership in professional organizations, Dr. Ansar is a member of Indian Society for Technical Education, senior member of the IEEE Signal Processing Society and EdSoc. Currently, he serves the Research Activities Chair of the IEEE EdSoc Kerala Chapter. Once again, I welcome you one and all, and over to you, Dr. Ansar.
warm good evening to one and all. So first of all, I use this opportunity to thank uh, all the executive members of IEEE Education Society Kerala Chapter, respected Anil sir, Subir sir, who actually introduced me to IEEE Education Society Kerala Chapter, all dear IEEE volunteers, non-IEEE members, ladies and gentlemen. Is the PPT visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay. So today I'd like to give a motivation talk on a guide to intellectual property rights and patent filing. So as Anna introduced in the beginning, the students might be thinking about a lot many questions. What is intellectual property rights? How IP is relevant to me? Which IP I need to select? How to identify a research area or idea? Is my idea patentable? How can I protect my IP? Can I commercialize my IP? So these are some of the questions usually students ask regarding when they heard about patents or when we are discussing about patent. So let us see the answers to these questions through our discussion. So first, public notice regarding the use of images. This document contains images obtained by routine Google image searches, and some of these images may perhaps be under copyright. They are included here for educational and non-commercial purposes and are considered to be covered by the doctrine of fair use. And these are the contents of my presentation. First of all, I'll give you an introduction of IPR. What about the importance of IPR, the intellectual property dispute, some examples, IPR in global and Indian scenario, IP promotion in India, IP promotion in Kerala, the future of IPR in India, and types of IPR. There are different types of IPR, and after discussing on to the different types of IPR, I will be giving a small quiz so that you can answer the quiz. And then coming to patentable versus non-patentable invention and how to conduct the patent search, patenting procedures in India, and what we can do with IPR and the importance of patent search. And finally, we will conclude the session. So this is the agenda of today's discussion. And for everything, we have a day. Mother's Day, Father's Day, like that. There is a day for World Intellectual Property. So that is on April 26th. So that is for your information. And you might have seen this type of images. Actually, these are not images. These are some form of IPs. This is the logo of Sachin Tendulkar. And you might have seen the logo for Ashirvad Cinemas. And this is the logo of Bobby Groups, Bobby Chemannur Groups. And these are some of the images, TVS. And how many of you have seen Facebook Meta? Previously, it was Facebook only. Now, Facebook has bought this Meta by paying 60 million rupees from a company called Meta, and they added this Meta logo with Facebook logo. So these are some of the examples you might have seen, but actually these images or these logos or these icons, whatever you call, these are some form of intellectual properties. So these are also another examples for intellectual properties. And now let us move on to the official definition of intellectual property. So what is an intellectual property? Intellectual property is the original intangible new property created from one's intellectual mind. So it is very clear, the original, intangible, and a new property created from one's intellectual mind. So these are some of the examples. Hyderabad Halim is one form of dish which is having an intellectual property. And here you can see Coca-Cola trademark. And Coca-Cola has a different form of IPs in this particular Coca-Cola bottle. And here this is one textbook which is another form of IP. And you all heard about the song of Geetanjali by Rabindranath Tagore, which is having another form of intellectual property. So officially IP means the property which is created with intellect, such as inventions, books, paintings. It can be songs, symbols, names, images, or designs used in business, etc. So it is legal right conferred on such a property. The legal rights conferred on such a property are called intellectual properties or IPs. And it is very important to note that IPs are territorial in nature. For example, suppose you have an IP in India and may not have an IP in US. So it is territorial dependent. If you want to have an IP over in US, you want to file an IP in US. So the IPs are territorial in nature. Okay. And each country has its own IP laws. The creators and inventors can prevent others from using, copying, or selling their work without their permission. And this is the importance of IP. Why we are interested in intellectual property rights? Because we need to protect our intellectual property. We need to protect our sole right. And IP is protected by laws through patents, copyrights, trademarks, and designs. Actually, these are the different forms of IPs. And IP protection enables individual to earn recognition or financial benefit from their creation. So it will give you reputation. And the IP system aims to balance the interest of innovators with public interest, fostering an environment for creating and innovation to flourish. So in India, IP plays a crucial role in promoting sustainable growth and development. And the common people are interested in IP because it gives them pride, because having a patent granted, it is a matter of pride for the academicians and all. And for businessmen, they use it for commercializing purposes, and it will give them a brand value. Okay, they can sell their product with more marginal values, and they can invest. And the IP is very important because how many of you have known about the case between Karnataka and Kerala on the issue of this KSRTC trademark? If you actually, it happens when we go to the site of Kerala State Road Transport Corporation. Usually two sites will come. Sometimes we'll move on to the Karnataka website. So usually it happens. So actually there was a dispute between, because two names are same, KSRTC, but there are differences in their logos and all. And but the name creates a dispute between the two states. And after 7 years long battle, the Kerala wins the the trademark dispute against Karnataka. And why they win? Because it was Kerala who has first registered this name in the intellectual properties office. So that is the importance of IPR. Okay, and there are different types of intellectual property disputes, and these disputes arises because actually we know the dispute arise because when one party believes that their intellectual property rights has been violated by another party. So in different contexts, this IP dispute can arise. One is the patent infringement. Another one is the trademark infringement, copyrights infringement, and trade secret misappropriation. So due to all these things, they can have intellectual property disputes, and lot many cases are going in our court regarding intellectual property disputes. So that is why IP is very much important in a country like India, where we are moving towards our economic growth. So promoting IPR in India is important because IPR encourages the creators and inventors to continue, innovate, and create new products and services. This in turn leads to job creations and development of new industry. So that is the prime interest of the Central Ministry of India, because through IPs we can create more jobs, because through IPs we can create more startups, new industries, and through these new startups and new industries we can create new jobs. And in addition, IPR can help to attract foreign investment and promote trade. So the economic growth of the country can be developed by new innovations and innovative products. And this will in turn boost our marketplaces. And that is why the Central Ministry is very much interested in IPR. And you might have seen many IPR awareness program for the last 3 to 4 years. And it is mainly because of we are looking into the economic growth of the country through industries and foreign trades. So some extra points: it encourages innovation and creativity, foster economic growth, create job opportunities, generate revenues, and thus contribute to the economy. And it also protects consumers from counterfeit and pirated goods. It ensures that consumers are purchasing legitimate, safe products, and it preserves our cultural heritage. It helps preserve and protect cultural heritage, preventing it from being misappropriated or exploited by others, and encourages fair competition among the different creators or owners of intellectual properties. And now coming to the IPR in global and Indian scenario, IPR is governed by international treaties and conventions. An example for the international treaty is the World Intellectual Property Organization treaties regulate the IPR in global scenario. As I mentioned earlier, each country has its own national laws for protecting the IPR. In India, we have the Indian Patent Act, the Trademark Act, the Copyright Act, and the Design Act, and these act governs the IPR in India. India is also a signatory to the Paris Convention for the protection of industrial property and Berlin Convention for the protection of literary and artistic works. India is also a signatory to the World Trade Organization Agreement on trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights. So IPR promotion in India. So in India, the IPR is promoted in different ways, especially in the last 4 years. So the raising awareness of IPR is crucial to educate the public about protecting their rights. Some of the means through which IPR is protected in India are: the first one is the National Intellectual Property Rights IPR Policy 2016 was aimed to promote the awareness of IPR in India. And the IPR office conducts IP awareness campaigns and workshops. Several universities and educational institutions in India offer IP courses and programs. Industry associations and Chamber of Commerce organize seminars and workshops to raise IP awareness among the business and entrepreneurs. And we have online portals and resources such as National Intellectual Property Management System make IP protection more efficient and accessible. The government offers financial and technical assistance to entrepreneurs and small business to help them protect their IP. And government is providing funding for patent applications. And for simplifying the patenting process, the central ministry have changed the rules and regulations to make the simplifying the process of applying for patents and trademarks, and they have increased the number of examiners of patents. So by doing all these things, the central ministry is and I will show you some of the efforts by the central ministry to improve the IPR in the coming slides. So another thing is we have IPR cells in most of the educational institutions in Kerala. CET is having IPR cell, TKM College of Engineering is having IPR cell. So most of the reputed institutes are having IPR cell for the promotion of IP awareness. And another one program is the Kalam program for IP literacy and awareness. So this is an effort proposed to raise awareness about IP filing, its mechanism and methodology in India. And this Kapila aims to build an IP filing environment and culture of protecting innovative ideas, research and innovation of national and global significance. And in TKM, we have registered to this Kapila, which is a national mission. So this is the a screenshot of the website of the Kapila portal. And this is a mission of MOE's innovation cell, Kapila program for IP literacy. So you'll be getting much details about how to file patent, what are the fundings provided by this Kapila, and all these things you can go through the website. And coming to Kerala, the Kerala State Startup Mission, KUSUM, is providing financial supports for promoting IP literacy and IP awareness and startups and for filing patents and all. It offers, Kerala Startup Mission offers incubation, mentoring, finance, and networking support to startups in Kerala. It educates and trains students and raises public awareness about IPR. It organizes campaigns, events, and seminars to promote the role of IPR in economic growth and development. And coming to the future of intellectual property rights in India, now due to the boom of artificial intelligence and machine learning, so we expect a greater use of AI and ML to protect and manage IPR. So an increased focus on digital and online intellectual property is expected due to the rapid growth of internet and digital technologies. Protecting digital intellectual property such as software and online content will become increasingly important in the coming days. So all these development in technology and software boom will catalyze the IP activities of the country. And moreover, another one of the effort by the central government is the AICT's 2022 model curriculum. And 2022 AICT's model curriculum includes Idea Lab training in the first year itself. And Idea Lab is a lab developed by the AICTE for empowering the skills of engineering graduates to improve the employability of the students. And I am happy to announce that in TKM College of Engineering, we are having the AICT is one of the, we have the AICT's Idea Lab project, and we were one in among the 49 institutions selected national wide for the AICT Idea Lab project. And students can prototype their creations at Idea Lab. And as I told, the AICT model curriculum is emphasizing on project-based and skill-based learning. So in the future, the educational institutions will be ranked according to the number of startups they have, the number of incubation units they have, the number of patents, the number of technology transfer to industry, and revenue from knowledge translations into business. So the criteria for the ranking of the institutes will be changing within 2-3 years. And coming to the IPR cell TKMC, I will just introduce the IPR cell and the activities what we are doing, so that it will be a motivation to some of our students. So the cell was started in 2010, and its aim is to raise awareness of IPR among the stakeholders of the institution. The cell is supported by the Patent Information Center under Kerala State Council of Science and Technology, Government of Kerala. The objective of IPR cell is to educate and sensitize students, faculty, and staff about IPR through workshops, seminars, and other educational programs. So, therefore, IPR cell can help faculty and students defend their intellectual property. The cell can raise awareness and facilitate filing of patent application and other forms of IPR through Kerala Patent Information Center, KPIC. The cell will solely coordinate and facilitate IP service for teachers, staff, and students. And this point is very important. And it will not have any say on how invention is executed and patented. No IP cell in any educational institution will say how the invention is to be executed and patented. It will only give, the IP cells will only facilitates the training programs. The cell will take the following measures to improve the knowledge of IP. We are following these things. We are primarily working as a bridge between the Patent Information Center, Kerala, and TKMC. And we used to organize regular meetings of faculty members with PIC Kerala to identify patentable inventions, the patents of the faculty and the students. The students and faculty will be having some inventions and some ideas and some projects, and we will have discussions with the faculty members of PIC whether this invention is patentable or whether this project is patentable or not. It can refer the eligible IPR cases to PIC Kerala for further assistance and support. And we used to organize lectures on various topics of IPR, organize innovation workshops in which some of the existing technical problems are addressed, and the students are encouraged to come up with solutions. The cell will also take the following measures to improve the knowledge of IP among students. The first one is we organize IP clinics where students are asked to express some innovative ideas, and the cell can provide proper guidance for developing that idea into innovative products. As a result of these IP clinics, many innovative ideas are expected, and some of which may lead to patentable inventions also. So we used to conduct quiz programs exclusively on the topic of IPR, and the winners may get certificates and prizes. And this will, of course, encourage our students to learn more about IPR. And we encourage faculty members and students to conduct patent searches themselves or at PIC Kerala and refine their research. So this is a very important point, patent searches. So some of the students might ask me, so how to start, how to come up with a patentable project? So my answer to such question is, you start reading patents. Usually, while doing the 6th semester mini project or 7th semester BTech mini project, what we are doing is we'll be having a thorough literature survey. We'll be doing a literature survey for our area of research or area of project or area of work. Okay, so while reading papers, we will also study how to write a paper. We will learn so many things while writing while reading the papers. Similarly, in order to file, in order to get a patent, in order to get a project which leads to a patent, or in order to get an idea which leads to a patent, my humble suggestion to all the students and the faculty here is you started reading patent literature. So how to start reading patent literature? So because we have patent search engines. So I will be coming to that a little bit after a bit moment. That we'll be discussing on the patent searches. So if you are reading patents, you can go through the different details and minute specifications of the patents, so that you can come up with some innovative modifications of already patented ideas, or you can come up with new solutions for the unsolved issues. So patent searches is very important. So now itself you can start patent searching. After my talk, you can start patent searching, and in your BTech projects or your MTech projects or in your research thesis of PhD, you can include the patent literatures in addition to the literature survey normally what you conduct. So that will be a good a good beginning for the students to start with the patenting ideas. And we'll also assist the departments. The IPR cell also assists the departments in preparing curricula related to IPR, because in our new curriculum we are including the IP topics into the existing curriculum, or we can give it as a separate bridge course for the students. So by implementing these measures, the cell can raise awareness of IP to students and faculty, preparing them for professional success. And I already mentioned about the Kabila program. And under the Kabila program, we have registered to this Kabila program. The AICT provides financial assistance up to 5,600 rupees per patent application. For each institute, they will be giving 5,600 rupees per patent application, and 10 IP applications per year they will be funding. But for that, you will be having an IPR cell in your institution. So this will be a good motivation for you, so that if some of the institutes are not having IPR cell, so I request you to discuss with your respective heads of the departments or the respective principal to start an IPR cell in your institution, so that, and you can register in the Kapila portal, so that you will be getting a financial assistance of 10 for filing 10 IPs per year. So that is these are some of the things what we are doing in our through our IPR cell in our college. So now let us move on to some of the details. What are the different types of IPs? So I hope this by this you will be you have got enough motivation to go through to learn about more about IP. Any response? And I hope so. Are you motivated?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now coming to the different types of IPs. So these are the different types of IPs, patents. I was discussing about this in the previous slide also: patent, copyright, design, trademark, geographical indications, semiconductor integrated circuit layout design. These are different forms of IPs. And now let us have a quick visit on what is the difference between all these different IPs. So first one, let us discuss about patent. Patent is a set of exclusive. Don't think that patent is the only form of intellectual properties, because it has got different types of, we have different types of IP, and patent is only one among that. So the patent is a set of exclusive rights granted by government to an inventor for a limited period of time in exchange for a public disclosure of his innovation or his invention or his novel idea. Okay, A patent is an exclusive right granted in respect of an invention, which may be a product or a process that provides a new and inventive way of doing something or offers a new and inventive technical solution to a particular problem. And giving exclusive right to the patentee to stop others from making, using, exercising, venting, and importing, because it gives sole right to the owner. So, an invention for a limited period of 20 years in exchange for disclosing it in a patent specification such that only one trained in art can reproduce the invention. So, we will get a period of 20 years, the exclusive right. So, a right to exclude others using your invention. We can get the right to exclude others using your invention. So this is the ranking of India. Actually, a statistics taken in 2019. Uh, India stands in 2015. India stands 81 among all the world countries in IPR, and now in 2021 we are in 46th position, and hope in the coming days we will be in the first 25, because the central ministry is promoting IP through various activities, as some of which I have mentioned you earlier. And these are some of the forms of IP: a cap, a hanger, stethoscope, and some mechanical device. And anyone heard about this Michael Jackson's gravity-defying lean, gravity-defying shoes, lean shoes? Normally, a person can lean up to 20 degrees. That is a normal limit. But Michael Jackson's this lean shoes can provide a tilt of 45 degrees. So, and for this, he got a patent. So, an example, and this is an example. The patent number is also given. The cricket stem, its design, a peculiar type of design, and the hand rest for fractured hands. This is one patent application, and this is an aid for supporting the fractured hand. So it can be put in, we can be put into our belly like a belt, and it can also hold the fractured arm, so it will help while walking and doing the usual things. And different IPs in a single product. We are very much familiar about this laptop. LED display is patented. Body of the laptop is a design, and the Apple sign is another intellectual property. It is the trademark, and the user manual of this laptop, it is copyrighted. Layout of IC, it is the I was mentioning about the semiconductor integrated circuits layout design. So it is SICL design. And coming to the copyright, copyright is a legal term used to describe the rights that creators have over their literary and artistic work. It is for literary and artistic work. Works covered by copyrights range from books, music, paintings, sculpture, films, to computer programs, databases, advertisement, maps, and technical drawings. Most of the students ask a question, sir, I have prepared an app, we have made an app, can we patent that? Apps are coming under computer program, so you can go for a copyright. So copyright owner has the right to reproduce, translate, adapt, perform, distribute, and publicly display the work. And registration is not mandatory, since the copyright comes into existence as soon as the intellectual work is created. It is recommended to register a copyright for better enforceability, since registered copyrights have values in court. And it has a legal right, 60 years of protection. We have import and export rights, assignable rights, economic rights, moral rights, and exclusive right. The period for the copyright is author's lifetime plus 60 years. 60 years from the date of publication. And import right and export right, the copyright owners controls import of their work to a country. Importing and exporting is, importing copyright is you are importing copyright of some work from other country. Exporting copyright is you are exporting your right to some others in some other country. And assignable rights, the rights that are transferable to some other persons for reproduction, distribution, public performance, public display, and derivative works. So derivative work in the sense you can work on with the right to create new work based on the copyrighted work. And economic right is actually focusing on the financial benefit of exploiting a copyright work when you are selling your copyright. And moral right is, even though you are selling your copyright to some others, the moral right, you will have the moral right, because you are the sole person who is the who has introduced the concept. So the moral right bestow upon you, even though you are selling your copyright. So that is what is called moral right. And exclusive right. Exclusive right in copyrights refers to the set of rights that are granted exclusively to the copyright owner for reproducing, for the right to prepare derivative works, the right to distribute, all such things. So these are some of the examples of copyright. While we are installing software, we can see the copyright in Windows 7, and copyrights can be seen in CDs, in books, and in YouTube also. Sometimes you can see that the video is no longer available due to the copyright claim. And in music also, in the music genre, you can also see the copyright informations. Literary works, paintings, photographs, drawings, films, music, choreography, sculpture, everything is some of the examples under this copyrights. And now coming to trademarks. It's another form of intellectual property. A trademark is a sign capable of distinguishing the goods or services of one enterprise from those of another enterprise. Trademark date back to ancient times when artisans used to put their signature or mark on their product. So the proprietary mark for individual companies is coming under the trademark. The subject matter of trademark is brand name, some slogans. It can be some sound mark. Sound mark can also come under trademarks. And logo, a combination of different colors. We can see some different voices. So that is coming under sound marks, which can also be patented. So it is also a legal right, 10 years protection. Constructive notice that I will discuss in the next slide. Territorial right. It is a territorial right. Almost all IPs are territorial, and it offers transferring rights and exclusive rights. An unregistered trademark is represented by TM, and TM is the mark used to promote or brand goods or product which are unregistered. Unregistered service marks are represented by SM. This is goods or product. For goods or product, unregistered trademarks are represented as TM. Unregistered service, it can be a service also. We can have trademarks for services. So unregistered service marks are represented by SM. And registered trademarks are represented as this representation, a circle, within that an R symbol. So constructive notice is, it is the responsibility of anyone who intends to use a particular trademark in commerce to conduct a thorough search of all previously registered trademarks that are similar or identical to their mark in order to avoid infringing on the rights of others. So that is what is called constructive notice. And territorial rights we already discussed. And transferring rights, the transferring ownership of a registered trademark from one party to another. And exclusive right is the legal protection guaranteed to a trademark owner that allows them to use and prevent others from using their trademark. And these are some of the examples of the trademark. Coca-Cola, Lay's, everyone will be familiar, Intel, Microsoft, Pepsi, Blue Dart, Adidas, India Post, we are all familiar with the trademark, LG. So this we already discussed. And next one is trade secret, is another form of intellectual property. Trade secret is the secret information owned or developed by a business that gives it a competitive advantage. Say, for example, what are the ingredients in Coca-Cola? So the company have their own trade secret. They won't reveal that information to another. So that is what is coming under the trade secrets. And the advantage is no registration cost, unlimited protection. It does not require registration, and trade secrets are IP rights on confidential information which may be sold or licensed. The unauthorized acquisition, use, or disclosure of such secret information in a manner contrary to honest commercial practices by others is regarded as an unfair practice and a violation of the trade secret protection. So this is the sum and substance of the trade secret. So for some of another example is the recipe of the KFC chicken, the product formula of Coca-Cola, and the formula of WD-40, and the programs or algorithm used by Google for their search engine. So all these are coming under trade secrets. And now coming to the geographical indications. So I can give you some example. Tirupati Laddu. So that laddu has some flavor, and that is a speciality of that particular land, Tirupati. That laddu's taste won't come for others. So that is the speciality of that particular place and that particular uh, manufacturing. Another one is Idayur chilli. So these are the geographical indications of goods, uh, and Maddalam of Palakkad, Mysore sandal, and Kanjipuram silks, Nilambur teak. I think it is self-explanatory. What does it mean by geographical indications? And Dindigul locks, Kashmir saffron, Darjeeling tea, some of the examples. And this is an example for the geographical indication IP granted to the Nilambur teak. And this is the IP geographical indication registry granted to the Nilambur teak. And another one is industrial design. The industrial design constitutes the ornamental or aesthetic aspect of an article. A design may consist of three-dimensional features such as the shape or surface of an article, or a two-dimensional features such as patterns, lines, or colors. So all these are coming under the industrial designs. Industrial designs. Some pharmaceutical products like syringes, etc. on the right. So all these things we are familiar. The bottles of Dow. And now coming to the semiconductor integrated circuit layout design. And actually this is for the circuit layout. So I'll show you an example. We have different manufacturers for laptop, Apple, Acer, etc. But the layout of laptop produced by different companies are different, even though the motherboard appears to be same. Why? Because the layout is different. So this is the IP given for the circuit design and their layouts. So in a simple words, I can say like that. So coming to the validity, patents have 20 years of validity, designs 10 years plus 5 years, trademarks have indefinite period of validity, geographical indicators have indefinitely subject to renewal, indefinite period, copyrights, the lifetime of author plus 60 years. Okay, so these are some of the validity periods of the patents. And I have already mentioned that all IP rights are territorial in nature. So that is very important. If you want to have, if you have a patent in India, but if you want to protect that right in US, you want to get a US patent. If you want to protect that right in China, you want to get a Chinese patent or a Japanese patent. So summary. Patents, type of work, innovations, 20 years, designs, aesthetic, 10 plus 5, and it is renewable, trademarks, indefinite, copyrights, lifetime of author plus 60 years, geographical indicators, indefinite. This is the layout for the electronic devices and its circuits. So now let me move on to a quiz, a small quiz. Are you ready? For the last 20 or 25 minutes, we were discussing about the different types of IPs. Are you ready? I hope you can answer a simple quiz. Let us start.
Yes, sir.
So, which type of IP protects the painting painted by artists? Copyrights or geographical indications, patents, registered designs, trademarks? Which one?
Copyright.
Copyright, yeah, that is the correct answer. What protects the intellectual property created by the fashion designers? Copyright, geographical indications, patents, registered designs, trademarks. Fashion designers.
Registered designs.
No, sir. It is actually a two answers are there. It is actually a combination of copyrights and trademarks. Usually, the trademark law protect the brand names and logos, whereas the copyright laws protect the original designs patterns. So it is a combination of usually a combination of trademarks and copyrights. Third one, what protect the advanced disc brake for bike developed by the inventors? Disc brake of bike.
Sir, is it patent?
Yeah, correct. It is patent. What does a trademark protect? An invention, a work of art, logos, names and brands, a secret formula, the look, shape, feel of a product. Trademark.
Logos?
Yeah, correct. Logos, names and brands. Now, if you write an original story, what type of intellectual property gives you the right to decide who can make and sell copies of your work?
Sir,
Copyright.
copyright.
Copyright, exactly. Now, imagine a cricketer sets up his own company to sell his own range of clothes. What type of intellectual property can he use to show that the clothes are made by his company? That is the point. The clothes, what type of IP he can use to show that the clothes are made by his own company?
So trademarks.
Yes, trademarks. Now, if a company develops a new technology that improves its main product, what type of intellectual property can they use to stop others from copying their invention? New technology.
Patents.
Patents, correct. And this is the last question. This is a form of IP. Okay. Can you identify some of the different types of IPs available in this camera?
Lens design.
Yeah. Okay. For the sake of time, I will show you. So here we have a flash based on some technological innovation, and that can be patented. And here you can see a Sony, that is a brand name, which is a trademark. And here you can see the lens cap, which is again a design and technology that can be patented. Again, the lens of the camera, which can be patented. Again, the camera body, again it is a design which can be patented. And the pic, the images captured by the camera, it is coming under copyrights. So these are some of the different types of IPs available in a single product. Okay, now let us move on to so I will, so how long I can take, sir? Shall I can take 10 to 15 minutes more or 10 minutes more?
Yes, sir.
This is fine.
Okay, okay. So coming to patentable and non-patentable invention. So first of all, given an idea or given an idea, we should identify what are the all ideas may not be patentable. So from that work, we have a design. From that design, some designs we were using which are common to all. Okay, so that cannot be patented, but we can only patent those ideas which are our contribution or our original. So from all those ideas, we have to find out the patentable ideas. Okay, and the criteria for identifying the patentable idea is the novelty, the non-obviousness, and the industrial applicability. So I'll be explaining about the term non-obviousness. So non-obviousness means it should have some inventive steps. So these three are the main criteria for a particular idea to be patented. First, it should be novel, not at public. Okay, and it should be non-obvious. It should have some inventive steps, and it should have some industrial applicability. So that is an important thing. The lack of industrial applicability will result in the revocation of patent. And non-patentable invention, I will rush quickly. Natural phenomena such as new mineral discovered in a ground cannot be patented. Abstract ideas, invention that are purely conceptual and not tied to any specific application cannot be patented. Mathematical formulas, algorithms, equations cannot be patented, although their application in a particular setting may be patentable, but these formulas cannot be patentable. Laws of nature, inventions that are based on the fundamental scientific principles cannot be patented. Literary or music work, inventions that are purely artistic or literature in nature, such as books, music, or films, are generally not eligible for patent protection. I am talking about patents only. Inventions that are contrary to a public policy or mortality cannot be patented. But some of those mentioned, like the literary and artistic work, can be protected through some other intellectual properties, such as copyrights and or trade secret laws, depending on the nature of invention. So I'm talking about what are all non-patentable invention. Actually, if you go to the website, we can have a list of non-patentable inventions. So I'm just copied this here. You can go through what are the non-patentable. They have given a lot of details about non-patentable things which are not patentable. Okay. Now coming to the patenting procedure in India. Okay. The first step is you need to conduct a patent search. We have an idea, we have a spark, and we have several discussions. We have some we have formed a group of collaborators, 1 or 2 collaborators, and we'll be discussing. Ideas will be coming, and then we have developed that idea to a block diagram, and then we can go for from that block diagram or from the small design, you can go for a patent search, whether this idea is there in the literature, in the patent literature or not, or in some other forms of literature, whether this idea is there. So you can go for a patent search. So the patent search will empower your work, or it will refine your work. Then after completing your design, you can go for preparing the patent application, and then you can, after completing, you can file the application. After filing, the patent will be published. After publishing, you can go for the examination, patent examination, and the examination report will be coming, and they will be giving, they will be asking for you some justifications, and you can respond to that. And if they are satisfied, they will be granting the patent. And after that, you can renew your patent on an yearly basis. And most of these processes are similar to the paper publication. In paper publication, what we do a work, we write that paper. Okay, we will send that paper to some journal. They will review that paper. Okay, they will give you the review comments. You will address the review comments, and if the reviewers are satisfied, they will accept your paper. Similarly, once you file a patent, first step is they will publish your patent in the patent office journal, and uh, uh, after publishing the patent, within 3 months, you have to file for the patent examination. So once you file for the patent examination, so that is a separate registration. You have to file for the patent examination. It has another registration process. So once you have completed the patent examination, they will go through your work. They will come back to you with their report, and after that, you have to give your justification for their queries. And once they are satisfied, the examiners are satisfied, they will grant you the patent. And the rest process is you have to renew your patents. Okay. And there are 2 types of applications: provisional patent application and complete specification. And in provisional patent, what you are doing is a provisional patent application establishes an early filing date of an invention. Suppose you have an idea and you have a fear that somebody will steal the idea. So what you can go, but you didn't complete your design, your patent search, etc. So initially what you can do is, if you have some fear that somebody will take your idea, then you can go for a provisional patent. Once you file the provisional patent, your idea will be preserved. You will get all the rights. Okay, that is what is provisional patent. It is not a full patent application and does not require claims and formal drawings. It is typically less expensive to file than a complete patent. And actually, the complete filing of a patent is what is called the complete specification. The complete specification. So once you file a provisional patent application, you must file the complete specification application within 12 months. Within 12 months, you have to file the complete specification. So it should contain all the clear and concise description of your invention, along with all necessary diagrams, claims, etc. Okay, so provisional or complete specification. So it should contain the title of invention, name and address and nationality of each applicant for the patent, preamble of the description. There should be drawings, prior art, the literature, prior art and problems to be solved should be mentioned. Objects of the invention should be given. Summary of the invention, detailed description of the invention, drawings, everything should be given. So for the claims, what are your patent claims? All these things should be given. So this is the patenting process, what I have stated there, filing application. If you are giving professional specification, within 12 months, you have to file complete specification. Okay. Then after that, they will be publication of the application. They will publish, so that we called our patent got published. Okay. Then we have to request for the examination. Then the examiners will be giving the first examination report, and the review process will be going on. Once they are happy with your justification, they will be granting patent. Okay. So we can have expedite publication and early examination also. If you are paying some fee 1 month from the request, you can have early publication. For that, you have to pay some extra amount. So you can also have, usually there will be some delays, but if you need early examination and early publication, you have to give expedite application, and you have to pay some amount of fee. So this is the IPR homepage of IP India, where we are filing our patent. And there are different forms to submit while we are filing. These are the important forms. Form 1, Form 2, provisional complete specification. Form 3, statement and undertaking. Form 5, declaration as to inventorship. Form 9, request for publication. Form 18, request or express request for examination of application of patent. Form 18A, request for expedited examination of application for patent. Form 26, form for authorization of patent agent, if you are using a patent agent. And the jurisdiction, normally we have a Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai and Kolkata office, and usually we are giving our patents in Kerala and all. We'll be handovering our patents to the Chennai office. And regarding the fees, all the of documents for the patent application. Form 1 is about 1,600. For corporates, the fees are more, but for education institution and for the national normal persons, the fees are comparatively less. So natural person, if you are using the government IPR portal, it will cost only 5,600 rupees. But the challenge is, I will tell you. And after filing your patent, they will put an application number to your patent. Similarly, what the journal people are doing, they will give a manuscript number to your journal to your manuscript. Similarly, they will be giving an application number, and we can see all the details through your portal. All the files you have submitted will be displayed in the portal. So this is the online filing window in that website, where we can log in and we can use to file our online patent application. This is the comprehensive e-filing portal. And the basic timelines is provisional to complete specification 12 months. Once you file a provisional patent application, in order to file a complete specification within 12 months, you have to file. Request for examination, it should within 48 months you have to do that request for examination. Reply for the first examination report. Once the reviewers have given you the examination, reply for first examination report within 6 months you have to give. Withdrawal of application 15 months. Hearing of submission 15 days. So this is a typical patent certificate, a sample or a specimen of patent certificate you will be getting from the Patent Office of Government of India. So now what we can do with IPR? We can get patents, designs, copyrights. These are some form of license or royalty. You can also become a patent agent. Any science or any graduate in science, engineering, or technology discipline can become a patent agent. You have to write some examination. The details are in our IPR website. You can also have the patent drafting specialist. That is another job, what you can think about. Patent analyst. You can also work in trademark, copyright firm if you are a law graduate. And you can also join the government IPR office. And now coming to the importance of patent search. I was mentioning about the patent searches and it's important. The challenge is, actually we are familiar with writing paper. We know very well to write an abstract. In the abstract, we will give a initial background, objective, methods, result, conclusion. It is not the way how we are writing a patent abstract. The patent abstract is a bit difficult for the students when they see it initially, but when they are accustomed with the patent literature, when they are familiar with the patent literature, it will be easy for them to grasp how to write a patent abstract. Here you can see different types of numbers, and these are actually the different sections of the figures which are given by different numbers. Okay, and another one is while doing patent searches, in some of the patent searches, some of the chemical work and all, they will only give some of the, in abstract they will only give some diagrams, so it will be difficult to understand initially. And if you are going through some of the patents, that will be in a typical country's language. So for example, this is a Japanese language. So even though there are language translators in different websites which is providing IP services, but those who are not familiar with this process, for them it will create some problems. And there will be some typo errors. Say for example, Hyundai Motor Company. It can be also Hundundai. So if the keyword, if the spelling is changing, the search will be changing. So this is typo errors can create lot much errors in the case of patent searches and all. So we have to go for keyword searches and classification codes for patent searches. So I'm just skipping those things. So a simple stepwise process: identify all the concepts in the invention, identify all synonyms. So these are the different search processes. And now another one important thing, and I think this will, you will be appreciating this. So different, how to go for patent searches, the different websites. So this will help you for your patent searches. So the first one is eSpaceNet, where you can go for the different patent searches. eSpaceNet is a valuable resource for patent searches and provides a wealth of information about patents from around the world. It is a user-friendly interface. It can provide patent search, patent family and legal status. It can provide PDF downloads. You can download. I was speaking about the language translators. It can give you the language translators of 30 languages. Analytics, it can provide analytics and visualization tool. eSpaceNet provides several tools for analyzing and visualizing patent data, including charts and graphs that show patent activity by country, technology area, and applicant. And these are some other patent search engines which are free databases. Google's patents is one search engine. eSpaceNet I already told. USPTO is another search engine. VIPO is another search engine. InPass is an Indian patent advanced search system. Google Patents also provides easy search, advanced search, provides visualization tools, citation search. It provides translations, PDF downloads are possible. It gives the legal status regarding the patent information, regarding the patent, legal status of patent information. And it also gives the patent alerts. And the USPTO is the patent search database of USA, United States. It also provides patent search. It is a portal for patent filing also, where the people can file patents, patent examinations, etc. And these are some of the sources, paid database or paid sources of patent search, where you can use, where you can search for the different patents. So with this, I am concluding my talk. So I hope, so I am going through some of the basic concepts of patent and some of the procedures on a surface level or an introductory level. So actually, those who are going to file or working with some patent projects or going to file some patents, they will have some more questions, I hope. So if you have further some more queries, I am happy to take the questions.
Answer, sir, it was a very descriptive and informative session, a wonderful session. Thank you for giving such a good session. One small query I have is, when it is a mandatory, this patented product or service must be commercialized. Any cost analysis is done for that, and if it is done, who is doing it?
Sir, cost analysis and all is not coming under patent. They are only looking for your idea, your design. Is it a workable idea? That much they are looking for patent. And the rest, then the rest is for the manufacturing and all.
Okay, commercialization, if it is coming to the manufacturing, only that part is looked into.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
For a very informative and beautiful presentation. Just one query.
Okay,
so is a mobile application, mobile app developed is patentable?
Sir, mobile app, I already mentioned in my talk, app development is coming under copyright, sir. You can go for copyrights if it is an application software. All programs are not patentable. Usually, the thing is, if it for a patentable product, it should have some hardware components.
Okay. Thank you.
Professor, I really enjoyed listening to you. It was a big learning for me. I wish I had learned this when I was younger. Right? It's amazing. I have only one question. In the case of paper publication in international journals, invariably whatever I have published, always the copyright has been given to the journals. I seldom I'm having any rights on that. Is it the case even today?
Yes, sir. We have copyrights. We have copyrights when we are giving copyrights to the publishers when we are publishing a paper. Correct. So you might be remembering while we are publishing, they will be asking to send some copyright form. Correct. So we are giving the rights to the publishers.
Correct. We cannot even distribute a copy, right, in a commercial sense.
No, sir, we are not authorized to do that.
Yeah. And for an input for IEEE members, I would like to add, even as a member, when you have some access to certain journals in IEEE, any IEEE publications, you are not supposed to give a copy of that to anybody else. It is access is for you, for your learning as a member of the society.
Yeah, right, sir. Yeah.
So in some other journals, what they insist is after 2 years we can share our full publications to the public. For within a period of 1 or 2 years, we have to maintain the secrecy. Like that, they will tell. In the case of some of the journals.
Okay. I think that will vary from journal to journal. Whatever I have published, all of them, the copyright is with the publishers only. Most of them are American or European journals. Thank you, Professor. I really enjoyed listening to you. It was an amazing session. Yeah, it was a big learning for me. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I hope all your queries have been answered. And that was a wonderful session. Thank you, sir, for sharing your knowledge and experience. Now, let's take a virtual photograph to capture this auspicious moment. So, I would like to request you all to turn on your cameras and bring a beautiful smile to your face. And Mr. Ananda Krishnan to do the honor of clicking the picture for us.
When you are clicking, please tell. I am continuously smiling.
I am waiting for everyone to turn on the camera.
Yeah. No, when you are clicking, whatever, no problem. Any fine. Keep us informed when you are clicking.
Okay. Everyone smile. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, I have taken the picture.
Taken?
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. The feedback form will be shared in the chat box after the vote of thanks. The certificate will be purely distributed based on it, so kindly remember to fill it out. Now, as a token of appreciation from our side, we would like to present Dr. Anzar S M a virtual memento. For that, I would like to invite Mr. Jitin to share the screen and present the virtual memento.
Thank you. Thank you, IEEE EdSoc Kerala Society Chapter for giving me an opportunity. And I thank especially Anil sir, Varghese sir, Subir sir for their immense support.
Okay, now let's move on to the vote of thanks. For that, let's welcome Mr. Sajin Sachidanandan, Joint Secretary, IEEE EdSoc Kerala Chapter.
Thank you. I really believe that this was a wonderful session because at my age, I am also looking forward for details regarding IT and patent filing and all. So I do really believe that all the students who have attended this session will definitely be used in this session. And I thank Anzar sir in the name of IEEE EdSoc Kerala Chapter as well as all the students and all the professional members of IEEE EdSoc Kerala. Thank you, sir, for taking such a wonderful session, and thank you for having a wonderful evening, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Sajin, for your
Thank
kind
you.
words.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Good night. Bye.
With that, we have come to an end of our session. Hope you all had a great time. Once again, Thank you all for actively participating in this event and making it a great success. And don't forget to fill out the feedback form, which is posted in the chat box to get your certificates. We will be back with new and exciting events and hope to see a more active you then. Good night, everyone.